What is up, Steem blockchain? What is up, the YouTube? So today I want to talk from my perspective, from my view, the key with Steem blockchain. So I saw a post on the Steem blockchain that was talking about if he asked a question, would you be on Steem blockchain if you did not get post rewards? And I've been thinking about this, and I think I would. I think I still would post. And I want to talk a little bit about that. So from my view, the key with Steem blockchain is from my view, it's the first of its kind, where it's a blockchain where a person really can talk and be rewarded. And it's the first of its kind, and it's interesting technology, and there's no guarantee that you're gonna get rewarded. You can get downvotes, all of this, but you can still view the post, and that's very interesting, that even if a person would get downvoted, someone can still see the post. It's kind of interesting. The key for me is that it's new technology that is interesting, that you can make value from nothing and reward people. Social media, that you can actually generate, let's call it money, from nothing and reward stuff. That level of technology is so fascinating. It's extremely fascinating because it truly is the first of its kind, and that's the key. I think that's the key. For example, what would it tell about humans if they do not use the latest technology? Or what would it tell about humans if they instead use Instagram instead of using some new technology that is an experiment in rewarding stuff? What does it say about humans if they don't even try to use their voice? What does it say about humans if humans only use the internet to to just derp around? What does that say about humans? I think Steem is an interesting experiment. It's a very interesting experiment, and we've seen the roller coaster, and even if there is a lot of craziness happening, I would still say that people are trying to sort of move forward. People are trying to move forward, and there's a lot of things that's not really working optimal. But I think the key with Steem blockchain is not the rewards, but it's the experiment of doing something new. So right now it's mid 2019. I still don't see anyone that comes close to the Steem blockchain in terms of having a blockchain and having some kind of reward system. I don't think voice on iOS will be better. I do not think so. It's hard for me to see that happening. So I don't see anything come close at the moment to the Steem blockchain. It's the only one that has some kind of system where you can get rewards and you can talk, and it's very interesting. And that, I think, is the key. That if humans do not make a little bit of effort into trying to evolve, then really what does that say about humans? I mean, really. Internet and technology, it can evolve in whatever way. It really doesn't have a mind of its own. It's humans. They're sort of combined with technology and soon combined with AI that is creating some kind of experience. And yes, just because now it's a global world, which means that everything that there's a lot of stuff that human has dealt with in the past, and now a lot of it is probably going to come to the surface. So there is a lot of stuff going on, basically. And it may be really too much to take in for a lot of people. So in many ways, I think stuff may seem crazier than it is, and I'm not saying stuff is not crazy. Stuff is really, really crazy. But in some ways also the world has always been crazy. Earning something or getting some form of value has always been sort of competitive. It has always been risky, and danger is always something that has been a part of this world. And I think that if a person basically can use Steem and be successful on the Steem blockchain, they can eventually be successful on anything. It's like Steem blockchain. If you can succeed there, you could probably do so much other stuff as well. So I think Steem is a very interesting place. It's a very diverse place. It has all kinds of people, and has a lot of intelligence, and has a lot of discussions and viewpoints. And I know that, from my view, in many ways, a lot of arguments and stuff like that, I think a lot of them is not real, doesn't have to be. I think the main problem why it seems to be wilder than it probably is because I don't think text is so efficient in expressing what the human really mean or where they're coming from and all of this. And that's why I think comment systems eventually are just gonna fade away. People are probably not even gonna know what kind of system that is being used in the background for something, because comments it's complex when a person cannot really express so much in a few words. Yeah, they can, but the way humans build tribes, the way humans build systems, has to have some form of more thing involved, more trust and all of this. So Steem is an interesting place. Even if it came out 2016, it's still here. And it's interesting it's interesting what stuff can evolve into. We have seen all kinds of faces of the Steem blockchain, craziness, utopian people that think we're gonna go to a dreamland, all kinds of stuff. It's very interesting, to be honest. It's very interesting. And I think, the future in many ways are gonna be some, I think, real life Game of Thrones. I think people feel that their life is important if stuff is happening. People in many ways want something to happen. And for some reason, Steem blockchain has managed to bring some excitement and a lot of craziness into people's life. And it's interesting, this experiment, it's interesting to see how people interact with technology. if they use it, if they don't use it. I don't know, it's very interesting. I like how Steem blockchain doesn't really have well, now it definitely doesn't have a leader. I mean, it really is it's an interesting system to see how DPoS, delegated proof of stake systems, can play out. Because DPoS systems, in many ways, is money is power. If you have more money, you have power. You can vote in whoever you want and all of this. And I think it's an interesting system for playing God. Because that is in many ways. People like it in many ways. Because this ability hasn't been with people in the past. So I think in many ways people are still kind of overly excited about it. That finally humans can play God. I mean, they can vote someone in, they can downvote someone, they can upvote someone, they can affect someone's mood, and it's a new world of living in, new systems, which means humans are still going to be very fascinated about this, that someone can click a button and give you some value. And key with Steem blockchain is that it's truly an experiment that in many ways is engaging. For me, it's very engaging to observe the Steem blockchain. I can imagine that in the future it's going to be even more interesting with AI. And I think Steem blockchain in many ways is important, even though it has a lot of craziness. Because a lot of stuff that people see on other platforms that are quite sheltered, it gets kind of lame, or actually it gets super lame after a while, because people can sort of see in many ways they are not getting the real information that they want about something. And I think in many ways also Steem is an interesting experiment in terms of language. So the existence is basically made with language, voice, it's spells. If a person doesn't understand English, they have no idea what this video is about. They can just hear me making sounds. For all they know, it can be Chinese. So I think in many ways this place allows people to experiment with different ways of communicating, both with humans, with robots, with bots, and a person can basically become more skilled at using technology and be more prepared for the future. Yeah, have an awesome day. DTube and Steem blockchain. Bye bye.